Oh, what a time that we live in. Oh, what a time that we live in. Listen, man. Listen, man. You know when it's this time, people get upset. You know when it's this time, emotions are overflowing or rolling down the river. Literally. Who is interrupting my intro? Yo, Cyber Dragon with the big 5 gifted. Y'all appreciate it, Cyber Dragon, man. Hey, yo, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Yo, welcome all the new Soldier First Class members. You know what I mean? Use them emotes. You know what I mean? Show that material. What's good with y'all, man? Yo, Chuck, what's good, man? Yo, shout out to my bro Chuck, man, back on Marvel Rivals, doing his thing. Ultron reigns supreme. Yo, shout out to my man Chuck, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, Teasy, what's good, bro? What's good, Teasy? Shout out to Teasy. Cyber Dragon, appreciate you. Gifting those memberships and rejoining the ranks of Soldier First Class, man. Appreciate that, bro. Yo, big shout out to my man Killer Can for sure. What's good, bro? Yo, Dungeon, what's good, man? What is good? Yo, JC 2013, what's good? Broken Lobo, what's good? Seattle Chef, what's good? El Nini, Lucci Sky, what is good? Foxing Around, what's good, man? Yo, Stankma, what's good, man? Stankma, what's good, man? Yo, it's been a minute since I seen you, bro. Hopefully everything is good with you. You know what I mean? I know it gets crazy this time where, you're preparing for Thanksgiving. You're kind of really preparing for Christmas and New Year's, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving, you just get the food, or, you might get a little new outfit if you're going to travel or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But, you're really preparing for all that Christmas stuff. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody good for Christmas and New Year's, the celebration, after, that's what you're really good for. So right now, it's kind of a weird mix right now, right? Everybody working out, because they trying to be at least look a little bit fit. So when they do travel to see family, you know what I mean? They're not looking all crazy. You know what I mean? So, family comes to you and say, yo, you been working out? Oh my God. Wow. Whoa. Look, your stomach went down. Okay. And then they go right back up after you eat, So it's kind of a complex thing over there at Thanksgiving. And then right after Thanksgiving, you try to create your New Year resolution, but you're not fully committed yet. When you fully commit is when you at New Year's and you drunk up the place. You know what I mean? You kissing down some chick that you just met 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? She got makeup that's dripping all over her face and all that stuff. And your white t-shirt that you wore got messed up. You know what I'm saying? What am I talking about? What the hell am I talking about? Let's focus, y'all. Let's focus on the show. Let's focus on what we're going to be doing and what we're going to be talking about during the JayBari show and this gaming podcast, okay? Let's focus. Let's focus up. You see, that's a problem with y'all in the chat, man. And I keep blaming y'all in the chat. Y'all keep on making me lose, get distracted, okay? I need y'all to focus up. Focus up. And let's get this goddamn show going, okay? What's good? Yo, Kratos, what's good, man? I ain't see Kratos in a minute, yo. Hopefully everything was good. Y'all see Kratos waiting for that GTA 6. Yo, Viper Reed, what's good, Viper? Yo, shout out to my man, Viper Reed, man. Appreciate you coming through. My bad, Viper, man. Blame the chat, Viper. Blame the chat. They be distracting me, man. They be interrupting my intros. That's one. And then they be bringing up different stuff. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to my man Cobb Sanity with the 17 months of being a Soldier First Class member. He said, nah, I blame you, Bari. You see what I'm saying? They be distracting me, man. We 20 minutes in and we ain't start the show yet. And then people get upset with me. It's like, damn, Bari, we got to listen to your list for 20 minutes to start the goddamn show. Start the goddamn. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to talk to the chat. Let me stop, yo. Let me chill, man. But yo, hopefully everything is good with y'all, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully everything is all right with y'all. Everything is good with y'all. Like I said, man, it gets a little crazy this time of year, you know, with the holidays and whatnot. But you know, the good thing is that, you know, you off from work a little bit, you know, so you can do what you got to do. But you know, this day and age, I'm trying to game up. I've been back on my Marvel Rivals, man. I've been back on my Marvel Rivals, yo. So now in this season in Marvel Rivals, they have like they pretty much have like you know how fighting games have like a rank placement. Typically, I mean specifically like Street Fighter 6. So Street Fighter 6, I couldn't say that. Street Fighter 6, you'll play a couple of matches, and after a couple of matches, they were like, oh, they would determine your rank. You know, as far as like, all right, here's where you should place, you know, after we seen your performance. Marvel Rivals, I don't think it's as good as Street Fighter 6 because, yeah, it's a game that is relied on other people. So like, I finished my matches, right? I finished up my matches and I got placed. I'll show y'all. I got placed in gold 1. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, half of these matches that got played, these motherfuckers like rage quit. See, I got gold 1 after the 10 matches that you play. You know what I mean? For season 5 placement completed. And I'm like, yo, if people was a rage quitting or surrendering, yo, I could have probably got places like platinum or something, man. You know what I mean? I say at least platinum 2 because the last like matches I won. You know what I mean? Because I did up to like 5, I think, and during that 5, like 3 of them were rage quits, and people surrendered. Then I won 2. It got to 7. Then I'm like around 8. One dude surrendered or tried to surrender because another dude rage quit, and I was like, nah, I'm not surrendering because if you surrender, you just lose more points, or you lose, you know what I mean? Your placement gets lower, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I'm not giving up my points off of me not playing. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna lose or if I'm gonna lose points, I want to play the game. I don't care if there's 3 people there. You know what I mean? It's gonna be frustrating, but for me, I will feel better doing that than just, oh, let me surrender. You know what I mean? But some of these people in this day and age are like fighting, not just fighting games, that's online. They don't give a damn about that. They don't care about no pride. They don't care about none of that. They're like, yo, I'm just surrendering. You know what I mean? Yo, Matt the Stampede, what's good, man? Try Celsius, what's good, bro? Eversley King, what's good? Yo, Dion, what's up, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. So yeah, oh, let me show y'all. And your boy hit Lord. Your boy hit Lord with Gambit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We Lord out here. And yo, a lot of people not really upset, but they kind of like shocked that I hit Lord. I could have probably hit Lord faster. Well, look at this chat right here. Look at this chat right here. We just won this game. This is just some quick matches shit, right? And watch the chat right here to the left. Watch this. I said GG's mon ami, right? This is the other team right here saying good GG. And watch the other guy. The other guy gonna be like, wait, what? Lord? You know what I mean? You always gotta check your stats real quick. You're gonna check your stats. Get a life of a Gambit. He said get a life of the Gambit. I was like, so I'm typing, I'm like, you know what? I was gonna be mean, but I said, you know what? Laugh out loud, sorry. Then my man was like, yo, may I fist you? I'm like, what? Yo, Chips, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? So that's the other, this is the first one. This is the second one right here. Watch the chat right here. Watch the chat. Lord Gambit is crazy. So yeah, they was hunting me. This Black Panther and this Hella was like hunting me hard. Cause before he was like Lord Gambit, he killed me. He was like Lord Gambit ? I'm typing right now. I'm like, yeah, I just got it, man. Relax. You know what I mean? If you play the character, you'll eventually hit Lord. But yeah, I've been on the Marvel Rivals grind, man. We're gonna be playing some more rank and whatnot. You know, see, because now see, I haven't been on Marvel Rivals for a long time, so now in like gold rank, you can pretty much like ban characters. That wasn't something before. You had to be, was it platinum? I think you had to be platinum when the ban stage or the ban phase start coming. It might be platinum or it might be diamond. I forgot which one it was. It's been a long time. But now in gold, you can ban characters. So that's kind of crazy. Yo, Franco Tech, what's good, man? Yo, Baticus, what's good, man? The egos in Rivals are ST. Yo, the egos is crazy, yo. Yo, I've had the craziest things being said. Yo, even when we were playing with Chuck, we just playing like quick matches, you know what I mean, learning characters and or whatnot, or trying to get our points up. And yo, the way how these people be talking or try to blame game, you know what I mean? The blame game is crazy. It's crazy in Marvel Rivals. We had this dude, this was like early this morning before I went to work. This dude was like, yo, wait till you see my Moon Knight or something like that, right? So the dude on the squad was like, oh, I bet, you know what I mean? I'm with you. I'm using Thor. And I'm like, all right, I got y'all, you know what I mean, with the heals. I'm gonna go mostly heals. I'm not gonna try to DPS with Gambit. So he's like, I bet, because we got like 3 DPS in the tank. So I'm like, I don't need to do DPS like that. And the Moon Knight dude ended up was like 0 and like 5. Then he just went radio silent. He ain't talking. And everybody was like, yo, what happened to the Moon Knight? So everybody started criticizing. I was like, yo, I thought you was gonna go crazy, right? He ain't respond. Guess what he did, y'all? Guess what he did? That man rage quit. He got the hell up out of there, bro. He got the hell up out of there. My man dipped, yo. We started laughing, you know what I mean? And then right when dude left, guess what happened again? They tried to put the surrender up. I was like, I denied it. I was like, I'm not surrendering, bro. Like, you crazy. This was the I think the 8th match of the placement. What I was talking about. Yeah, we reported him. Listen, I report all rage quitters. There was a rage quit in one of my placement matches for the enemy team, and they was like, yeah, report him. I was like, yeah, I report him. Don't worry, I'm on it. I'm on it. But yeah, we having fun with Marvel Rivals, man. Personally, I think Marvel Rivals is the best multiplayer game out right now, in my personal opinion. But you know, we'll dive into that when we get to the voting for the Game Awards, man. But just wanted to say, appreciate everyone coming through. Welcome to the JayBari Show, episode number 35. We got quite a few things to talk about here, man. As I display the topics real quick. You know what I mean? First of all, how am I sounding? Do I sound okay? Do I sound crazy? Am I looking crazy? Is the stream okay? Is the stream all right? You know what I mean? Let me know how's everything so far, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's everyone's fault but theirs. Yeah, exactly, Chuck. Exactly, bruh. They love to blame everybody else, bruh. Yo, quick story again. My bad, yo. There was one game right in rank, I was popping off with Gambit. The first round, I had like 21 kills. I'm at 20K heals. So I was like doing everything with Gambit. I was doing everything. The dude that was struggling, my man was like, yo, I think you should switch off Gambit. So everybody, people was typing, it was like, switch off Gambit. It's like, why would he switch off Gambit? You know what I mean? And the other dude, there was somebody typing in the chat. It was like, why don't you switch? You're not doing nothing and you're DPS. You know what I mean? I think the dude had like 9 kills or whatnot, and he died like 8 times. I forgot what character he was using, man. I think I might have saved it. I'm gonna look, 'cause I'm gonna be uploading like rank matches. But yo, it's the funniest thing in the world. I was like, yo, I should switch. Like, are you crazy, bro? But he was mad because he tried to lock in Gambit in the beginning, but he didn't get it. But he trying to tell me to switch. Nasty work. Nasty work, man. But yeah, y'all, what's good? Yo, Broken Lobo, what's good, man? Hondo, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. Welcome to the JayBari show, y'all. We got some news to talk about because PlayStation today dropped some news. There's a few things I haven't even spoken about yet. You know, in the past couple of weeks that have been happening, like the Steam machine. So I'm gonna give my thoughts on the Steam machine and you know how it could possibly do in the market. I'm gonna do a quick review of the Sony InZone H9 Mark II. Okay, these headphones I just got the other day, and you know a lot of people was asking me how it is, how you think it is. So I'm gonna give a quick review, letting my thoughts out there, and let you know if you should buy this or not. You know, or you know, wait for like an update or maybe a software update for it. But I'm gonna give my thoughts on these H9s Mark IIs, and then we got some PlayStation news we're gonna talk about. You know, we got Ghost of Yotei stuff. One of my favorite Tales games. We got a new remaster coming, and people upset about it. Go fuck yourself, by the way, if you're upset about it. And there's a few other. Oh yeah, and the Black Friday sales. And then you know we're gonna top it off. Pause with the Game Awards nominees, and we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote it up. You dig? But yeah, yo, TZ, what's good, man? Yeah, I'm gonna give my review on it. Maybe I should start with a review, or we start with a PlayStation. You know what? Let me follow my show structure, okay? We're gonna start with the PlayStation news, and then we're gonna first start off with one of my favorite games of last generation, one of my favorite characters in gaming. I put her in top 10 for me. We got a new trailer, y'all. We got a new trailer. So let's check it out. Here is Tales of Berseria, my favorite Tales of game. Remasters here.
But even in the depths of despair, only two things matter to me. The taste of blood-soaked flesh, and revenge upon one man. Shepherd Artorias! On that day, the world began to change. Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they could.
Remaster, let's go.
For you, Artorias.
It's looking good.
It's not like I'm a human anymore. I'm Aetherian, but I'll never give up. No matter how many times
Aetherians is pretty much like demons. They consider like demons.
Even so,
or the bad, the enemies of the world.
I'm coming with you.
And it all ties in with Zestiria, this game.
Spirit. Don't give up just yet.
My
Magalu.
will is mine to hold.
I follow my own will now, and I'm going to stop you.
I will have my revenge. Revenge for Lapuset! But those days we spent
Okay,
together
quality
in
of life
Fernando,
enhancements.
they're proof that all of us, were truly alive.
A flame burns in my heart, too. A flame I cannot quench no matter how hard I try.
My name is Velvet Crow.
Hey, yo, Chips, don't start it. Don't start it.
Moloch and Exorcist alike. I am a monster. I am Aetherian. The Artorias.
I love Velvet Crow, man.
It is time.
Ooh, that's a big date, y'all. That's a big date. Listen to the music. Listen to the music. Everybody be quiet. Listen to the music. Now, I get it. Don't get it twisted. I get it. I understand people. It's like, oh, there's so many other Tales games, especially like the older ones that they would like to see remastered. But are the older ones as good as this game? You know what I mean? I appreciate what Bandai is kind of doing. They remastering all these Tales games anyway. So like, yeah, we getting a lot. We just got Zillia just a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago. You know what I mean? But for me personally, this is my favorite Tales game, and I always wanted a PlayStation 5 version of this game. You know what I mean? And yeah, when this game comes out, you already know where I'm going to be at. It sucks that it's launching the same day as Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9, but you know what I mean? I'm just happy that there's an actual updated version of my favorite Tales of game on console. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, is it something that's necessary? Probably not. But at the end of the day, no hesitation. No hesitation. It was already pre-ordered for me. I'm very, very happy that we getting Tales of Berseria. Because yeah, like even the newest Tales game, Arise, I love that game. That's my second favorite one. You know what I mean? I love the hell out of Arise. I played through the older one remasters as well. And yeah, I love the Tales of series. So yeah, eventually I'm pretty sure that they'll probably remaster, you know, all the other games, like if Zillia, Symphonia, all that stuff is getting remastered. You know what I mean? You know, I'm pretty sure all the other older ones or whichever ones that haven't got remastered yet will also as well. But the combat system in this game, I feel like was one of the best. I feel like Arise definitely, you know, took the cake with that, the combat system. But if Arise wasn't there, this is the best combat system, hands down. You know what I mean? Yo, he said I already have wish listed Wolverine as you should. Yo, Kyle Ward, what's good, man? As you good? That was good, man. I mean, they say that do quality of life stuff. Well, it's yet to be seen. Like I could tell already, just looking at certain aspects of like the open world stuff or the cinematics, it definitely looks much sharper than the PlayStation 4 version. This is someone that played this game twice on PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? This definitely looks sharper with it. Is it like a full-fledged reimagining or super big remake or remaster? No. But it's an updated version of that PlayStation 5, and I'm with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is Tales of Berseria. And one of my favorite intros in Tales as well is in this game. So remaster next year. I put out a tweet about February because February already is looking crazy. And this is the ones that I could have, you know, I brought up like on the top of my head. You know, I mean, there might be other games that I'm missing when it pertains to February, right? So February, these are the games that's coming out already for February. Neo 3, or Niho, however you want to pronounce it. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, Blaze Blue, Entropy, Effect X, Deus Ex Remastered, Tales of Berseria Remastered, Resident Evil Requiem. That's the ones that's popped up on top of my head. It might be more, but already these two, I got this pre-ordered. I got this pre-ordered, and I got this pre-ordered. I haven't pre-ordered Resident Evil yet, but I will. But already, and Neo, I don't know if I'm going to get it day one, but eventually I'll get Neo because I do like the Neo games. You know what I mean? But already 4 of these games already is getting bought instantly. You know? Are you going to speak about those PlayStation 5 seasonal themes? Nah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen no themes on no PlayStation 5. But February is looking crazy already. All right? So that's already news little number 1 right there. The next thing I want to talk about here is Black Friday. Everybody excited for Black Friday? Let's see what PlayStation got going on for Black Friday deals, okay? Is it mediocre? Listen, I didn't even click into this article. This is going to be my first time looking up this article and reading it to see what's on sale. I pretty much just bookmarked it right here. I just bookmarked it, and then I was like, I'm going to talk about it. All right, so let's check out what they got going. Black Friday, discover incredible savings on PlayStation 5 consoles, accessories, games, PlayStation Plus, and more. PlayStation Plus gonna be on sale. All right, we'll see the sale. Fortnite bundle. Come on, man. PlayStation. Is Fortnite that popular like that, man? That you gonna, you know, this is the bundle that you want to market. You know why they marketing it? Y'all know why they marketing this right here? The thing that people are saying are antiquated, that are going out the wayside, that people don't care about, right? Oh, let me try to fix this real quick. That are going out the wayside, right? That people don't care about. The reason why PlayStation is marketing this right here, PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, that's why they're marketing this. A popular game like Fortnite, there's a PlayStation exclusive. It's not a PlayStation exclusive game, but it's something they're offering as a PlayStation exclusive. So they're using exclusives, whether it's microtransaction or a trinket or whatever, to pull you in to buy this console, you know, for this platform. But according to the internet and the world, the exclusives are dying. Exclusives are antiquated. Exclusives are not needed for these platforms. You know what I mean? Flowering Chaos Bundle includes 8 exclusive cosmetics, estimated 5,000 V-Bucks, and 1,000 V-Bucks. Flowering Chaos Bundle exclusive to PlayStation until next year, 11/26/2026. Look at that. Look at that. A game that's not even theirs. They're using exclusives to try to sell you or pull you into the platform, to pull you into the ecosystem. Imagine that. But if you sit down here with the fake neutrals, exclusives don't matter. All right, let's see what they got going on over here. PlayStation Digital Fortnite gonna be $400. Ain't it like $450 now? Or is it $550? How much is it? No, the recommended price. How much is a PlayStation bundle right now? Or the digital joint? Oh, $400. So you getting a $100 discount. Okay, so $100 discount on both of them. With the Fortnite with the Fortnite V-Bucks. That ain't bad, yo. $100 off of the PlayStation. This supposed to be the price right now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait till Black Friday to see the actual price of a 5-year-old console now. This shit's crazy. It's like crazy, bro. Is the Pro on sale? Ooh, accessories. Hold up. Let me see the Pro. I don't see nothing off the Pro. Oh, wait. Gamers are looking for visual and impressive gaming experience can also save $100. Oh, so you get $100 off on the Pro too. You getting $100 off on the Pro as well, man. So all the PlayStation consoles getting $100 off. That's kind of crazy. Listen, if you don't have a Pro right now, if you want the Pro for the original retail price, how much the Pro is now? No, the Pro was $700, right? Yeah. Well, if you want the Pro for cheaper than the original price, you might as well go get you one there now. Over there at the PlayStation Direct or whatever Black Friday sale. This is the best time to go get it. This is the cheapest you will get a PlayStation 5 Pro right now. $100 off. You get it $50 cheaper than the original price they asked for last year. Only through that PlayStation store. That's where the asterisk is coming from. Let me go down. Actual retail price availability may vary. The products may different sales periods. See specific offers. Yeah, so they just let you know that this sale right here might not pertain to, you know, actual, you know, other retailers. You know what I mean? But here on the direct, you gonna get that $100 off. You know, that other store, it might have it, but it might not have it at that specific time of the Black Friday sale that PlayStation is doing. You know what I'm saying? All right, so accessories, PlayStation VR 2 $100 off. The PlayStation Portal. What? What? Yo,
Good brew.
Yo, shout out to my man Lemon in the chat, man. Appreciate you coming through. One Away Dragons TV. Appreciate the $5. Said, what's good, bro? Yo, what's good, Lemon, man? We're just going over these Black Friday sales that PlayStation is doing real quick. You know what I mean? Going through some PlayStation news that happened today or happened throughout the week. But yeah, we got $100 off on these PlayStation consoles. Hey, Lemon, man. If I don't see you with a Pro by after Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'm kicking you dead in your shin. I'm kicking you dead in your shin, man. With the lug boots on, with the metal fronts. Okay, $100 off. Right now, you could go get you a PlayStation 5 Pro Black Friday cheaper than how much everybody else bought it for day one. You know what I'm saying? $20 off on the Portal. They should at least do 50. The Pulse Elites. I haven't used the Pulse Elites. I don't know, $20 off on that. The Pulse Explorers, I say save your money. Don't waste your time on the Pulse Explorers unless you want a earbuds that have really good like voice canceling or noise canceling. Like the environment, the stuff surrounding you, the background noise, it does a great job of canceling that noise off when you're talking. But I don't think the quality of the voice is that good. I don't think the hearing quality is that good for these earbuds. And as far as usage, it's very limited as far as like what it can really be used for. Mostly if you have a Portal, these are pretty good with a Portal. But if you're looking for earbuds that's going to do like the gaming, it's going to do your cell phone, it's going to do your iPad, we want to connect it to this or that, and you want to use it like that, I don't suggest that. There's better earbuds you can do. Yo, the Edge gonna be $30 off. Go get you an Edge. Best controller in the market. Best controller in the market. And then we have the DualSense and the Axis controller. All right, what we got for PlayStation Plus? Join up and save 33%. 33%, 12-month membership. How much that round up to be? They still pushing this, hold up. They still pushing this? The PlayStation, the Sony Pictures Core app? Who in the hell uses this app? Confess right now in the chat if you use this app right here. The PlayStation Pictures Core app, with your PlayStation Plus Premium. Who used this? Let me know if you use this, because I haven't used not one streaming app on my PlayStation 5. He said that's only if you're not on Premium. Yeah, you got to be on Premium, right? Yeah. PlayStation Plus Premium have access to Sony. But I'm saying, like, who use it? I have Premium. I don't use it. He said, not gonna lie, I used it once to see how it was. And that's probably in the beginning, right, Chips? They said they got over 100 movies down here. The Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Tarot, and more. Tarot. I don't use that shit. PlayStation Gear deal. All right, so this is where I'll be at. Black Friday, the PlayStation Gear stuff, this is where I'll be at. 60% off site-wide. Oh yeah, I'll be here. Get me a new Last of Us shirt, some Astrobot stuff. I want to see about them Ghosts of Yotei and Tsushima shirts. You know, the exclusive ones that if you get the platinum or you get that, you can get these shirts. I'm definitely going to be checking this out during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So the PlayStation gear, to be honest with you, for that stuff have my interest for Black Friday more than anything here. But I know they're going to have game sales on here. You know what I mean? Up to 75%. This is nothing new. We see a lot of digital sales on the PlayStation store. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, but this else I want to talk about here. You already know the vibes. Oh, wait, what is this? Did we talk about, we didn't talk about this, right? PlayStation Plus catalog games for November. Grand Theft Auto 5. So we got Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 5, Pacific Drive. Wasn't Pacific Drive already in PlayStation Plus? Didn't it launch in PlayStation Plus? Or am I tripping? I don't know. Still Wakes the Deep. I see a lot of people talking about this game on Twitter. Insurgency, Sandstorm. Okay. Thank goodness you're here. This is one of them games that people will praise. They probably didn't play it, but they just looking at the art and like, oh, this game is great. Hey, look at Grandma. Let me chill, man. Let me chill. My bad, y'all. My bad. Grandma got the 1T out. You know what I mean? Grandma, I need you to tuck that in, Grandma. You know what I mean? I need you to tuck. Look at this lady right here. She got the cow milks out. Listen, man. This game might be this game might be rated for adults, right? Might be rated mature. Okay, it might be rated mature. All right. The Talos Principle. 2. Monster Jam Showdown. Moto GP. I feel like these racing games, they always be in. Yo, my bad, Wolf, man. I be apologizing, man. I be wilding. I apologize. I be wilding, man. I my bad, y'all. My bad, man. Blame it. What can I blame it on real quick? You know what? Blame it on the Xbox. There you go. And then we got PlayStation Plus Premium. I guess this is the classics. Tomb Raider Anniversary. That's it. Yo, PlayStation, man. I'm not saying this is bad, but you do have 2 big games in here, Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. What's cool about the Red Dead Redemption is that it's finally getting a PlayStation 5 version. He said take accountability bar. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I apologize, man. I apologize. You're right. It's always Xbox fault. Yo, East, what's good, bro? That's Eastern Conference. What up, man? Yo, Wolf, what's good, bro? But yeah, PlayStation 5 version of Red Dead Redemption got announced. I don't know if is it launching this month? This is launching this month, right? I mean, I'm gonna say yes because, you know. Oh no, it's the update. December 2nd. So this is kind of weird, right? This is kind of weird. I mean, you guess technically they're safe because the PlayStation 4 version is going to be November catalog for it, right? But the PlayStation 5 version of Red Dead, it's saying Red Dead Redemption itself is going to be December 2nd. So yeah, if you're going to update this, update the goddamn whole picture graph. Take it out and put it in December. But if I say that, people are going to say, hey, it's not a big a deal. Shut your ass up, Bari. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You're not a gamer. You know, the typical shit that people, tend to say. Yo, True Bleed, what's good, man? Tend to say. Oh, let's get into this right here. Because, listen. Oh, y'all right here. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Listen. I don't mean to boast, but damn if I don't brag. Them gamers gonna act like I ain't on their ass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, you know what's funny about this? I remember writing about this tweet, like giving my thoughts. Like, here's some criticism for Ghost of Yotei. And New Game Plus was one of them. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you don't have New Game Plus right there after people complete the game so they can continue their journey with Atsu, but just even more OP and overpowered. It was a letdown, right? And people was like, yo, they don't gotta put the New Game Plus in there. Yo, chill, man. They'll do it when they do it. Yo, if they probably gonna do it around Legends, they probably gonna do it around this. And I'm like, yo, I'm not saying that they won't do it. I'm pretty sure they would do it. I'm just saying that it's kind of disappointing that it wasn't there, you know, at launch. But the people at Sucker Punch, the wonderful people at Sucker Punch, they said, don't worry, JayBari, okay? You shut your lip, okay? They told me, they said, JayBari, you shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Yeah, you shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Don't worry, it makes sense. Don't worry, just flow with it, all right? Just flow with it, right? They said, shut your lip and listen to what we about to do. Free patch offers new cosmetics, new trophies. Some developers at the PlayStation Studios, when they do a New Game Plus update, sometimes they don't add new trophies. It seems like some developers over there at PlayStation, they listen to some free feedback. They listen to some criticisms. Okay? New photo mode features, replayable content, and more. Another thing, yo, this is like specific too. This is definitely specific because there was many things I said as well. Like it would be dope if you can replay some of these bounties or replay some of these missions when you go into like these hideouts or whatnot. I can find a tweet. If I'm lying, I'm crying. There's no water under my eyes. I can find the tweet. Is it tender? Is it tender? Okay. November 24, free patch for all the Ghost of Yotei players will introduce New Game Plus, allowing you to replay it, Atsu's quest for vengeance from the beginning with everything you earned throughout the campaign. Yes, that means it's time to bring out the gun to a sword fight with all the armor, abilities, weapons from your first playthrough available from the start of the game. New Game Plus trailer. We don't need to see the trailer. Okay, they said New Game Plus will unlock after you finish the main story and will add a harder difficulty options and 2 new trophies. I think they did this for, no, they added a New Game Plus trophy for Tsushima to complete it. And I think it was 2 trophies. The dyes, you had to get some dyes or you got to get some items, like the outfits, and then the complete New Game Plus. I don't think they added difficulty trophy to it. There's also a new currency called the Ghost Flowers. Yeah, this is coming back. This is where you got like the new unique colors and armor sets in New Game Plus, where you can exchange with a new vendor for more than 30 cosmetics, including new armor sets, weapon dyes, and 10 new charms. What? Oh, they was cooking for sure. They was cooking for sure. Beyond New Game Plus, we also have a host of new features coming to the base game. Starting with this new patch, you'll be able to replay content from post-game after you completed the main story, including a new stats display. Ooh, nice. Is it going to be like a lobby or a leaderboard? You know, stats is cool. I like my stats, but can we show that stats on leaderboards? Maybe that's going to come in Legends. We'll see. We'll see. Well, shit. We're also adding new accessibility options, including directional button remapping. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. New photo mode features including shutter speed, composition grid, and new filters. For all the photo mode people, listen, I am envious of all the photo mode, beautiful picture people taking, doing, creating. You know, there's some photos that I seen that people post for Ghost of Yotei. Shout out to Broken Lobo. Broken Lobo, that man be on it. I be like, yo, how did you find this position? Or how did you set this perfect shot up to get this glance of the sun that's just piercing over, but you cropped it perfectly so Atsu's face could just be gleaming, and you see you see the beam on her cheek, where you see the little hair cheeks follicles, and you see her nose is flaring up, and then you have the red that's showcasing anger in her face and her demeanor. How did you pull that off in this picture, brother? Shout out to y'all, man. We're happy to close out the year with these new features, and excited to see what everyone creates in photo mode. We're extraordinarily grateful for all the support you have shown Ghost of Yotei since our launch last month. Whether you revisit Atsu's story New Game Plus or jump in for the first time holiday season, we hope you enjoy your time in Edzo. And we can't wait to introduce to you Ghost of Yotei Legends in 2026. Thanks for playing. Is this my man Garfep? Yeah, Goldfarb. I said Garfep. Andrew Goldfarb. Very, very nice article. Very, very nice written article here. But yeah, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited for this, man. New Game Plus. You know, this is something I was waiting for. You know, I did start like a new playthrough of Ghost of Yotei, but I did stop because I was like, yeah, I know a New Game Plus is gonna come. I know a New Game Plus is gonna come. You know what I mean? So I had to do a little finagling. You know what I mean? Save to the cloud. You know, switch it up. You know, kind of thing to get my playthrough back. I don't think I necessarily had to do that, but I did it anyway. But yeah, we'll be shooting up in Ghost of Yotei New Game Plus. So very, very excited. Shout out to Sucker Punch on doing that. Shout out to Sucker Punch on listening to the community, because yeah, I felt like you could easily just add a New Game Plus, but they went above and beyond to add more cool things, you know, more things to strive for with the trophies, you know, new difficulty option, replayable, you know, mode as far as like doing, you know, past things that you did in your first playthrough. You can just replay that just to get different outcomes or probably new stats and whatnot. I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty cool that they can respond in like a month to add this cool features. And then obviously the photo mode, which some of you guys are like legends with the photo mode. Yeah, they said photo mode is going to be OD after this update. Yo, listen, Bats, man, y'all be cooking with them photo modes, man. Y'all be cooking with them photo modes, man. I be like, yo, damn. Sometimes I be trying to take a picture like that where I'll sit down and I'm like, damn, I'm sitting down for like 20 minutes trying to find this perfect angle, trying to find this perfect color and saturation and filter and all that stuff, and I'm just like, I don't got the chops, I don't got the artistry, I don't got the vision. Okay, I don't have it. Maybe I could write it down and probably tell somebody, and somebody that can, you know, process that can do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not that person. But yeah, big shout out to Ghost of Yotei. All right, y'all. So, is there any other PlayStation news that I'm missing? Let me go and check real quick before I move it along. Oh, I see what you're... Oh, okay. I see what you're showing, Dungeon. You said PlayStation 5 Welcome Hub update rolls out today. Add new widgets showing your recent game stats and dynamic animated background that changes with the seasons. Oh, wow. Holy shit balls and lollipop sticks. What? Fall, winter, spring, summer? Wait, so this is all just like one thing that's dynamically changing? That's pretty cool. But what they saying here, they said add new widgets showing your recent game stats. Okay, I think I'll add this widget right here. How come they don't have an article on this? That's a tweet? Oh yeah, Lost Solar Side update. What is this? Neo Inferno. What is this? I already like the art style. Ooh, this look cool. Is this a co-op game? This look pretty cool. Oh, and new gaming monitor. Yo, you know, fun fact, yo, I tried to get one of these gaming monitors. The InZones. Well, actually, I did get one. This was back, I think, last year. Was it last year? Well, I was trying to get my monitor broke, right? And I tried to get a monitor like multiple times, and I was just getting the worst luck. One didn't get delivered, you know, probably somebody stole it. The Sony ones that I bought from the direct, the screen came in cracked. The whole screen was just cracked and shattered. So I had to send that back and get my refund. You know what I mean? So I definitely had a Sony InZone monitor in here, because those are the monitors that they use like Evo and, you know, like, you know, tournaments and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to see, all right, let me get a new LCD monitor and see where we go from there. But thank God all those situations happened, because the monitor I have now, the LG ultra wide, you know, OLED joint, I love the hell out of this monitor. But I am thinking about getting like a third monitor so I could like put the chat somewhere, and then I could do like have the gaming one. I kind of want to redesign this whole setup, to be honest with you, where it's going to be a little bit more symmetrical. Because right now I'm like over here, I'm like over here, I'm like over here, I'm over here. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Maybe when we get like a new PC or whatnot. But this monitor looks cool. It has like a dual sense like sitting area, which it kind of don't make no sense in my opinion. But it looks cool. You know, we'll see. You know, we'll see. Speaking of PlayStation products though, let's move it along, y'all, because it's time. It's time. Oh, let me see if I can turn this off. Boop, 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 boop. It's time. All my background stuff is all messed up. It's time to talk about these H9 headphones, man. So let's talk about these H9s real quick. H9 Mark IIs, right? We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to give my quick little review for it. Yo, Stardust, what's good, bro? So I recently got the H9s Mark IIs for the PlayStation Direct. Yo, shout out to TZ, shout out to Game Over Brian. You know what I mean? They're the ones that got the Mark IIs like first. I think TZ was like the first one that got it. And yeah, he was saying high praises with it. One of the biggest reasons why I got these headphones is because like when I game, I would have like the TV on. Sometimes I have family over. Sometimes I have a fan in here because it's like super hot. I got the PC, I got everything running kind of in here. My modem, you know, everything is just like electronically in here. And there's a lot of things will be running in the background. And sometimes that stuff's going to be heard in the background. And, you know, I like to have my ESPN know what these shows is going on or what's going on in the sports world. ESPN is always on in every room in my crib. That's to be keep it a stack. But recently, you know, I was like, you know what? I wanted to get the H9s. I remember when I saw the announcement of them, because it was like being made by Fnatic or Frantic or whatever the team name is, like some esports shit. And I was like, okay, they got like a whole, you know, InZone line. They got like a mouse, they got a mouse pad, they got a keyboard, they got the InZone headphones, all that stuff, right? And I had a good rapport with the first InZones. These are the first ones right here. They kind of beat up a little bit. And I love these headsets. You know what I mean? The first InZones, I love them. You know? I love the InZone headset. So I was like, you know what? InZones, they work pretty well with the PlayStation. Let's dive in and let's get the InZones 2. So here's the InZone 2. That's the box, but I'm going to show the headset. And like I said, I'm going to give my nice little review. So it comes with a pouch, by the way, a real cool pouch. It got like microfiber inside of it. And one thing you'll notice with the InZone 2, that you don't see the mic like how the InZone 1 had the mic, right? InZone 1, InZone 2. This is InZone 1. This is the H9s Mark II. H9s Mark 1, H9s Mark 2, right? The cool thing about this one is that it has a detachable mic. So you can, the usability for the H9s Mark II, the H9 Mark II is just way better. Because you can just use it for way more stuff. Not saying that you can't do it with the first ones, but it's just like, you don't want to walk around with a whole big ass, you know, mic stick. This thing right here, while you're listening to music or on Discord, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just want to chill. With the InZones, Mark II, you can pretty much just use these like a regular podcast joint just to listen to the audio. You can use this to listen to music without just the mic. This is the mic right here, which you just attach it, and then it has like a LED light to indicate if you're on a mute or whatnot. But I'm going to show more of this hardware real quick. I just want to post up my pros for the InZone 2. Okay, I mean the InZone's H9 Mark II, right? So first pro off this headset is the boxing. The boxing was nice. The packaging was cool. You know what I mean? I felt like this was a real premium experience, because as you can see, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. It's selling for $330 right now, but it was $350. You know what I mean? I wish I waited. I wish I waited 2 days, because I got them when I got these Saturday. So you know what I mean? I missed out on the, you know, the quick little $20 that I could save. But it is what it is. Yo, Stone, what's good, Stone? Appreciate you coming through. You know what I mean? Wonderful. Yo, shout out to Stone, man. Yo, shout out to, yo, real talk. Shout out to my home girl, Stone. A Stone. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. The Stony Pony. The bot of bots. The queen of bots. The queen of ponies. However, you know, people get mad when you say queens and all that shit. So my bad, Stone. You got a target in your back now. But yo, Stone been on her streaming grind. You know what I mean? And she really out here doing stuff for the community as well, man. I be chilling, right? You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't like to bother people when they be streaming. You know what I mean? I'll type here and there like, hey, what's good, or interact a little bit. But seeing how you interact and seeing how everybody, you know, coming together and, you know what I mean, you're showing your personality playing the game. Very, very cool experience, yo. I'm very, very proud of what you're doing out here. Stone on camera, you know what I mean? Stone out here got Twitch awards, whatever it's called on Twitch. You know what I mean? My man's out here spending like 200 of like these points, and she gotta play the game without no glasses. You know what I mean? And yo, she all open the screen. I'm like, yo, Stone, back up off of me, man, cause you know I'm from New York. I might have to pull up on you, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a good, you know what I mean? My bad. Let me check. I'm sorry. But nah, you know, yeah, it's just a fun experience, man. So big shout out to Stone, man. It's great to see, you know, you're doing your thing. And, you know what I mean? It's great to see that you're keeping that level of entertainment up too as well. You know what I mean? So that's dope as hell, yo. So big shout out to you, Stony Pony. You know what I mean? But back to the review. See, Stone, you see what I'm saying? Y'all be interrupting and y'all be distracting me, okay? Back to the review. What I was talking about again? Oh yeah, the pros. All right, so packaging and what's included in the box. Like I said, it comes with this little pouch or case, and inside of it is like a little microfiber type of ordeal in there. So, and also it has like this front part where I put all of like the USB, and there's like another cord, USB Type-C cord in there as well, that I put in there. And I put the detachable mic in here as well, right? So yeah, that stuff is cool. Build quality feels really good. The build quality on these H9s, Mark IIs, they are much lighter, but it feels, it sounds weird, but in my opinion, like the plastic or whatnot, it feels more matted, but it feels more like premium than the H9s Mark I, in my opinion, right? The H9 Mark I, much heavier headset. One thing I'll say about the H9 or a lot of PlayStation or Sony headphones is that they like to have this little cushion part up here by your head, and the cushion part, as you can see, it starts to fade away the more times you use it. And then you start to have these little black chips all in your goddamn head after you finish playing the game. You're like, damn, where this black chip or this black piece of little scrap came off of my head, man? You know what I mean? People gonna think that I don't take a shower, or people gonna think that, you know what I mean, I don't brush my hair or whatnot. I just came out from a gaming session and I got black chips on my side of my face. You know what I'm saying? If you got the H9s, the first H9s, or you got any other PlayStation headphones, like the whatever they call it, Explorers or whatnot, you know what I'm talking about with the black chips all over your goddamn face, okay, on your ear and all that. With the Mark IIs, they have like this little rubber strap kind of thing, not rubber, but this strap. So you're not going to have that issue. And it feels more snug. It feels more tight on your face, on your head. And it's much lighter. It's much lighter. You know what I mean? The buttons feel as good as the first one. So this is the mute button right here. If you can see that, this is the mute button. When you press it, the mic, the detachable mic. Where did I put the mic? God damn it. Did I lose the mic? I know I just showed it somewhere. Well, whatever. The mic, it has like a red LED strip. So when you do press the mute button, you will see, or it will make a noise, right? It has the little wheel right here for the volume rocker. And then it has the game audio and chat audio rocker right here, which we're going to talk about a little bit more. And then it has the button for the ambient noise, the noise canceling, and no noise canceling stuff right here at the bottom as well. But build quality wise, it feels good. It's much lighter. Longer game sessions, because it is lighter, it feels like you don't really have it on your head. The only way you're going to know it's on your head because you just feel the snugness of the headset on there, right? So I love that. The noise canceling technology, the ambient noise stuff, that stuff is by far the best feature off this headphone, because once again, like I said, if you have background noise behind you, a TV, people talking, you might have your girl or family or whatnot, or a fan on, you're not going to hear that at all. I did tests with TZ, I did tests with Persona, I did tests with like Chuck Dre, and I was asking them, I was like, yo, I'm turning on my fan and I'm putting it at max speed. I'm going to point it right to me. Because one of the things, like, you know, sometimes when we do a party chat, yo, Dre will always make fun of me, like, yo, Barry, man, I can hear your fan is just blowing. And I'm like, all right, let me, you know, turn it off or turn it down or whatnot. And I had it max speed on me and he couldn't hear it. Then I turned the TV on behind me right here. I turned the TV on to like 60. He couldn't hear it. So the noise canceling stuff for the mic, A1. Which now I'm mad I can't find my mic. Oh well. It is what it is. So yeah, that is amazing. The H9s, the first ones, doesn't have that at all. But also the noise canceling for the air cups, they have, if you press this button right here, they have two, so the ambient noise, the ambient inclusion, whatever you want to call it. I think, I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever ambient noise, you know, all the audiophile people, they're going to roast me. You press this button, you'll hear everything around you. So if somebody's in the house and you want to hear the TV, you want to make sure everything is good, you'll hear everything around you. But you press that noise canceling for the cup, you just hear that jump, so whoop, and then you don't hear nothing at all. You just hear the game. You know what I mean? It's crazy. This headphones, it do have like noise cancel, but it's not as good as that when it comes to these ear cups. Not at all. And anybody that has the H9s, the first one, and they got the second one, they'll tell you major upgrade in quality when it comes to the mic, major upgrade quality when it comes to the noise as far as the cups and all that stuff. This right here, in my opinion, is the biggest seller of this headphones, right? And once again, like I said, the detachable mic, I think that's pretty cool because it leads to my final pro where multiple uses can be had with these headphones, because you don't have this big ass, you know, mic that's always on you, regardless if it's up. You know what I mean? It just looks weird. You know, you walking outside and using these to, you know what I mean, listen to music or whatnot. It just looks weird, right? So there's multiple use case scenarios where it also has the Bluetooth technology in there, where you can have your Discord chat, the game audio, and it's all on different whatevers, or you can just hear both of them. I don't know what to call it. I don't know the technicalities, but you can hear both of them. You can speak to both of them if you're in a party chat, you're in a Discord, because it has the dongle and it has the Bluetooth technology that connects to your computer or your phone or whatnot. And it's just great overall. So like I said, there's multiple use case scenarios for the headset. But not everything is great about these headphones, okay? Not everything is great about these headphones, so we got to talk about the cons. Let's talk about the cons real quick. Let's talk about the cons. It's only really 2 cons, but, or, you know, we could put 3, but I think it's very, very important. If you are buying these headphones, right, which they're great, but $320, $30, great. If you are buying these headphones and you're buying them for your console, PlayStation console, Xbox or whatnot, I don't think you're going to get the full usage of these headphones just using the console. And I'm going to specifically tie it to the PlayStation 5 integration. I feel like the PlayStation 5, simultaneous audio. My bad, Mass Produce. Mass Produce was good, man. The truth was good, man. Man Overboard, what's up, man? The PlayStation 5 integration of these headphones, I feel like is very incomplete. Like it was an afterthought for these headphones. The H9 Mark I's, this has better integration for the console usage than the H9's 2, in my opinion, right? And I'm gonna get to it. Why? The H9 Mark IIs, like I said, they have this rocker right here to adjust game volume and chat audio. But when you're connected to the PlayStation 5, this does not work. You can press this button all day, every day. At least for my usage and for what I did, I haven't got this to work. I'm pressing the button. There's one little moment where I got it to use as a volume rocker, but I had to switch the dongle to PC. When I switched the dongle to PC, the volume rocker, it worked where it muted out the audio in general for the chat and the game, right? So I find it weird that with the first H9s, the Mark I's, this same rocker, because it has the same rocker, when you connect it to your PlayStation, it works where you can lower the party chat volume and the game audio right there from it. But from these, it does not work with a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's certain things as far as indications that the first headphones had, where if you muted it, you get an indication. If you mute your mic, you will get a noise or you'll see the red light on the mic, but you don't get no indication on the PlayStation 5 itself. Anything you do, you turn up the volume, you're trying to mute or anything, you turn on the headphones, there's no notification as far as the PlayStation 5 on there. And I just feel like that's pretty odd, because yes, I get it. This is more of a Sony thing, and they've created this more for the PC like competitive scene. But Sony is a part of PlayStation, and you have the same branding with the first ones that had these integrations and these notifications for the PlayStation 5 console. If I want to use this solely for my PlayStation 5, I could. The only difference is that the technology in this one is just way better than the first one when it comes to the sound, the noise canceling, and all that stuff. So the reason why I put the price up there is because I'm like, if you don't have that full integration with the PlayStation 5, your own platform, yeah, like it's like half baked when it comes to a $350, $330 headphones, but all of the features only work on one aspect. Meanwhile, you can connect it to different platforms, but if you connect to this platform, it's gimped. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, people ask me all the time, like, yo, is this worth it? Should I get this or whatnot? And I want to say yes because of the noise canceling stuff, the headphones and the mic, but I'm leaning towards no as well, because I know you're buying this to use this on the console, and the integration for the PlayStation 5 console is incomplete in my personal opinion. So it's kind of hard to recommend it. As good as it is, it's kind of hard. Yo, Hardhead, what's good, bro? He said all the XMs didn't work even on the PlayStation 5 for years. I'm surprised you got that far. Yeah, but this is the InZone. See the first InZone, it worked. This is why I'm basing it off of, I know the XM like headphones, the Sony ones, but they have the first InZone headphones that when it comes to a PlayStation 5 integration, if you want to use it for your console, no issues. Every single thing on this headphone, hardware wise, could be used and integrated with the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? This one right here is more out of experience. You know, you use a cell phone for your equalizer or setting your custom profiles or the PC app. Nothing really integrated on the console aspect. Yes, and I get it, that is a Sony branded gaming headset, but as far as a gaming headset that had the first one that had these things, the second one doesn't, it's kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yo, Jenna Hayes, what's up? Appreciate you coming through. And yeah, some games, like I'm still testing certain things. So this kind of con is like a toss up, in my opinion. Like I really can't get the sound to work in certain games. Like when it comes to Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, I can't hear any footsteps in this game. Everything sounds a little bit too over. It doesn't sound bad. Like I can hear the gunfire, I can hear the audio, I can hear, you know, the music, all that stuff. But when it comes to those footsteps, when it comes to somebody, and these people are not using Ninja, they're not using none of that stuff, you just can't hear it. It something is off about certain things. Like, and one thing I don't like as well, like I said, you can't adjust the party chat and the game audio. So when you hook these up, the party chat audio, it just takes over the game audio. You know what I mean? And I tested this because me and Persona, we was in a party chat playing Call of Duty, and we was like, yeah, we can't really hear the game like that. We just, the party chat, you sound great, you sound wonderful, but the party chat is like overbearing, like it takes over everything, right? You can't adjust it. And we try to do everything in the PlayStation settings, but nothing was working. You know, a PlayStation, you press the PlayStation button, you go to sound, you try to do the audio stuff, and you adjust the audio for the party chat and all that stuff, but it's still the game, the headphones, it just have the party chat as the priority over the game, right? And yeah, it makes it hard to hear things, you know, when you're trying to play like these over competitively games when you're in our party chat. And then what we did was like, all right, we say, yo, all right, get out the party chat and let's go into the game audio, the game chat. And you hear it much more crisp. You hear everything much more louder because there's nothing to take priority over the game with it. So those type of things makes it kind of hard to recommend if you're using this for a console purpose, for like the PlayStation 5. PC wise and all that stuff, if you're using it for like a cell phone, I don't know if you use it, great. I think it's worth it when it comes to the technology of like the noise canceling. But if you're using this strictly for a console and you try to console game, maybe that stuff doesn't bother you like me, but for me, it kind of bothered me. So hopefully I feel like PlayStation or Sony themselves, hopefully they hear the feedback. Hopefully they can get the integration back like this one, because I went back to this one this morning, and once again, I can just adjust the party chat and I could adjust the game audio right here from this rocker that you can't do on this one. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want the PlayStation 5 integration to be better for these headsets. Once that happens, or whenever they can fix that, then yeah, I highly recommend these headphones. But for majority of the people that are thinking about getting these headphones, that is console only, it's kind of hard. Like I said, if you don't really care about that stuff, if you want the great sound and the great mic, completely 100% worth it. But there's some integration issues here when it comes to party chats and stuff like that. I feel like they need to, you know, work out the kinks, or like, yo, all right, look at this issue here, let's get this rolling. All right, that is my InZone, Sony InZone H9 Mark II review. If I was to give it a score, I would give these like a I would give them like a 7. If I was to give it a score, I'd give it like a 7 due to the lack of the integration. Everything else, amazing. If it had the stuff that I wanted, like the first ones, as far as the PlayStation 5 integration, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. You know what I mean? Hopefully it gets there. Hopefully they listen to this feedback or whatever it gets to them. But right now, I'm sitting like a 7, 7.5, but I'm going to 7 when it comes to the H9's Mark II. That is my review. You know what I mean? Don't beat me up, chat. Don't beat me up. All right, yo. So let's talk about this Steam machine real quick. Let's get over to the PC side of things, right? The PC. Let's get over to the PC. Yo, mass producer, what's up? You said I like the newest Razer Black Sharks as well. Super comfortable. Oh, Razer. I never looked into like Razer headphones or whatnot. They have the same drivers of the XM6. Like, yeah, the drivers and all that stuff is great. I'm just talking about the full integration with PlayStation 5. Like, I feel like that was a step down from the first H9s to these. This is a way better headphone. These are a way better headset. Even gaming wise, it's better. But it falls apart a little bit to me when you start to go into a party chat with your friends. The party chat takes priority over the game audio. You know what I mean? But like I said, some people might not care about that. Some people might not notice that stuff. But, you know, I've been noticing that because I'm like, yo, I can't hear shit in Call of Duty. And maybe that's something on my end that I got to fix, you know, where I probably have something set wrong. But on the PC, let me see if I can show my, on the PC, no, I can't show it. On the PC, I have my profile set to like, to FPS 1, where it prioritizes on like footsteps and the little titter patters, stuff like that. So you can hear those much more profoundly. But it doesn't translate over to the console with the custom profiles from my understanding so far. So yeah, that's my review. But let's talk about the Steam machine real quick. So shout out to Steam, man. Steam out here doing their thing. They're taking another hit at the Steam machine, or the console aspect of PC gaming. You know, I see the whole debate as far as people calling this a console or a PC or whatnot. Like, the functionality to me is like a console, or the market that you're trying to attract is the console gamer, because you're going for a more simplified box, you know, with dedicated software. But you know, Steam is more of like a PC thing, so people's like, it's PC. Whichever side you fall under, it's still a very interesting device to release. You know, I know a lot of people talk about the specs and all that stuff, which is very important in my opinion. The specs doesn't look too great, but overall, I think it's a very interesting device, just due to the fact that it's powered by Steam and what Steam is capable of doing when it comes to gaming, or what games you can play. I know they got like a list of stuff that, you know, it got to be like Steam machine verified from what I'm seeing on Twitter and all that stuff. But the proposition that you can also have this set box in your living room, in your whatever, if you're not into a PC gaming, or you don't have a PC, you can get this box and you can play all these games from your Steam library or get from the Steam store. It's a very interesting proposition, in my personal opinion. And it could definitely bring that competition into that console space. You know, like, you know, like I said, a lot of people say they don't like call it PC. I mean, a console, but I know Valve themselves was calling a PC, but the market for you're going for is the console space. So that's where I'm comparing it to. But I think this device, this Steam machine, is ugly as hell. I do like the little light right here. Hopefully you could do this with the light, the little going back and forth like Knight Rider. But I'm just not a fan of the simplistic, dull looking boxes. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just like old school, or my mindset is weird, where if I'm getting like a console, or if I, you know, like a gaming device, I want something to stand out. You know, if I'm going to put it in my living room, if I'm going to put it in a bedroom, you know, if people come into game, I want it to stand out. That's why I love the PlayStation 5, because with the PlayStation 5 is like, if this tall ass tower, white and black, it's like, oh, that look interesting. What is that? You know what I mean? Some people might not like this design. I like the design, especially the digital one, but I just don't like this whole simplistic, hide in the background, you know, hardware that they coming out. Like the Xbox, I'm not a fan of how the Xbox look. The Xbox Series S, I'm more of a fan of how that look, because in my opinion, that stands out a little bit more with the little grill or whatnot you want to call it in the middle, and then how the box is shaped or whatnot. But the Steam machine, in my opinion, look ugly as hell. The controller, small form factor. This is funny. The controller. Oh, the fact that you can change this little case thing right here, this little faceplate. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool that you could do that. So I give Valve nods, or you know, yeah, I give them now nods when it comes to that. Oh yeah, there's an LED strip. Okay, this is cool right here. Knight Rider stuff. I like that. It's cool. Where's the controller at? Steam controller. This shit look ugly as hell. I personally never used the first Steam controller, or the one that's out now. So I don't know how it feels form factor wise, but visually looking at this, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I do like the fact it got the back buttons on there, but it got like these little 2 touchpad things in the front. That's too much in my opinion, but I don't know how functionality, I don't know how it works. So I'm just basing it off visuals. You know what I mean? How I'm looking at how I'm going to hold something. I don't know how that's going to feel. I don't know how intuitive that's going to be, you know, using it. All right. So I'm very ignorant on that fact, but visually just looking at this controller, this is something I'll look at. I'll be like, oh, I'm turning away from that. I would have buy that. That's visually how it looks. It just looks too much overbearing. You know what I mean? With the 2 touchpads there. And then it has the whole, the analog stick so high up. You know what I mean? Like if the analog sticks is more down and then the touchpad was up, but that probably getting away with the face buttons. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling the look of the Steam machine. I'm not feeling the look or how, I don't know how it will feel in my hand. So ergonomically, like I said, looking at it, it just looks bad. But the things I hear about the Steam controller, people say it is comfortable. So I don't know. Like I said, I never had one in my hand. But just looking at the grip and where these R4 buttons is at, that don't look like it's going to be placed properly. In my opinion, you might be pressing those things or mistakenly pressing them by accident. It don't look, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. Like, I do feel like this is a very intriguing device where I feel like you would get some people to look into it, and you might have those console people that's looking at PC gaming but don't want to fully dive into something that as expensive as, like, you know, the rigs can be, you know, 2,000, 3,000, you know what I mean? As far as like, that's what, you know, some people would think PC gaming is. Obviously it's much more varied than that. But a simplistic box like a console, it might capture some people, man. It might capture some people. Personally, I want this thing to be very successful. And not for the reasons why you think I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be successful so PlayStation can get their shit together and be like, look, yeah, now you got competition. And the competition got your games on their goddamn platform. What's to say Steam be like, hey, this is Steam machine number 2, and we're gonna make it even more powerful. You know what I mean? Then this one right here, because before I'm hearing it's not as powerful. People say the hardware is kind of weak. They said like 8 gigabytes of like RAM or something like that. You know what I mean? But what's to say they do another version and they make it or a pro version that is very comparable to like a pro console here for the PlayStation 5 or a Series X. You know, now you got all these this very capable PC console, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that you can play PlayStation games, Xbox games on there. And I'm pretty sure people are gonna, you know, hack this thing up and you probably play Nintendo games on there as well. That could be very, very, very intriguing. That could be you know, people can look at that. Oh, this is very attractive. I can get into that. So that's why I want this to be very successful. So PlayStation can get their shit together. Like, hey, you know, we don't need you, Valve. We'll do our own launcher. I'll leave right there. But yeah, that's just my quick little ramble, you know, on the Steam machine. As you can see, I'm very ignorant when it comes to, not very ignorant, but my interest level is not there specifically like to play it, but it's there to see how well it would do in the market. You know what I mean? Controller wise, I think I want to test it out just to see how it feels. But as far as me wanting to get one of these, I don't think I would get one, to be honest with you. Yo, Gamer Night, what's up, man? I don't think I would get one. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Steam machine. Not going to stay too long on it. Just going to be quick and to the point. I think it's very interesting. And I hope it's successful. I hope it's very successful. Okay. PlayStation fans get mad at me. PlayStation fans cook me because I said that I want this Steam machine to be successful. Okay. Let me know y'all thoughts. But anyway, it's Game Awards time. It's the Game Awards time, y'all. It's time to cast our votes. It's time to look into the Game Awards. Okay. So right now, we're going to get into it and we're going to cast our votes. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to follow the video that Jeff Keighley had placed right here. So there's a video of the Game Awards, and he got each section in here, right? Best performance, best ongoing, best mobile, music and score. We're going to follow this. So we're going to watch the video for the nominations, and then we're going to switch back over. We're going to switch back over and go to the website and cast our votes. Cast our vote. All right. Before I do that, let me get some water real quick. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh man, chat, this junk froze, man. This junk froze, y'all. Y'all swear I put this thing before I started the show. How long we was doing the pot? Damn, for an hour and 40 something minutes. And this junk froze up already. God damn it. You know what that means now, man? That thing gonna bust. Pause. That thing gonna bust, man. My thing, my sparkling ice froze up. Now I gotta wait a little bit. Damn. Y'all ever get mad at that, yo? It's like, yo, like you put like something, yeah, like a drink or whatnot in the freezer, because you want to get that nice little crisp, that nice little cold drink. But then you put it in there a little too long, and now it's a little bit frozen. You got like ice chips in there. Man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all out here fronting. All right, man. So let's check out this video. Jeff Keighley. Let's see what he got here. The Game Awards.
Hello, everybody.
Persona got into the beta. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Persona got in the beta. Look at God, your boy got invited. Yeah, Persona got into the beta. Shout out to my man Persona. He about to get his ass beat. Yo, chat. Let me tell y'all something, man. Persona about to get his ass beat. Hey, yo, chat. Listen, Persona, that's my bro, right? I love Persona like a brother. But I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Persona going to get his ass beat in this game badly. Okay, he might rage quit. I want y'all to encourage him to stream every single day. Every single day, okay? Because one of them streams is going to be a rage quit. I promise you. It's going to be a rage. He's going to be like, all right, y'all. I promise y'all. He going to rage quit, boy. You know what I mean? Listen, Persona going to get his ass beat. Because there's people in there's people in this beta. Yo, Chuck knows. Chuck knows. There's people in this beta, bro. I'm like, yo, damn, the beta came out just an hour. How you got all these combos already? I remember playing the Iron Man dude. Yo, this Iron Man dude was nice. You know what I mean? Boy, yo, Persona want to look good. Listen, Persona a New York cat. He a New York Queens cat, okay? New York Queens dudes, they want to look good. They want to make sure it shows good and it looks good. Listen, if it ain't showing up good and it ain't looking good, Persona gonna end that streak. Nah, let me chill. Yo, shout out to my bro Persona, man. I'm happy that he got into the beta. You know what I mean? But yo, Marvel Tokon, that game is nice. Yo, listen, Spider-Man. Hold on, let me check if I got into the beta. I'm gonna check if I got into this mother. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm already in because I'm already in the beta. But if I get an extra code, I'll definitely give it away. Oh no, I ain't getting no beta. They said, Barry, you're not getting no beta. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, it's gonna be a fun weekend, man. It's gonna be a fun weekend. Yo, I ain't delete the game. The game's still on my PlayStation. I did not delete the beta, bro. I can boot that beta up and get into the start menu or the start screen. It's gonna say, hey, you can't play the motherfucker, but I can that music dun 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 dun. I can get into that. But all right, man, let's start this video and let's talk about the Game Awards 2025 because the emotions are high. And I'm not just talking about emotions from Xbox fans, Xbox fans, PlayStation fans, Nintendo fans, everybody that don't care about reviews, everybody that don't care about Game Awards. You're going to have the people that tweet the tweets out like, yo, guys, you shouldn't care about this stuff. Your opinion matters. I'm pretty sure you're going to see tweets like that. Anybody that tweets like that, not saying what they're saying is not true, because what they're saying is true, but I guarantee you the audio is not matching the visuals, because when certain games start winning these awards, the anger, the emotions going to start seeping out. You know what I mean? They're gonna turn into the tail beast. The tail beast chakra gonna start coming out. Okay, and then they can't control it. Okay, they're gonna take me, JayBari. I gotta show up like Minato. Okay, I gotta show up like Minato. Like, hey, I need you to control that. I believe control your emotions. Okay. That tail beast chakra gonna start seeping out with people when the games that they want to win don't win. This is why I always tell people, listen, just speak from the heart, man. You care about this shit. Like, yeah, at end of the day, the Game Awards is one show. The Game Awards, you know, you have your own personal, you know, Game of the Year or categories that you think should win. That's all true and dandy. But don't be afraid to show them emotions. Don't be trying to be too cool for school. I ain't trying to, you know, guys, you shouldn't care about this. And then when you go and you do these live streams, y'all emotional as hell. Okay? Start being real with the people. Yo, Gian the Don, what's good, bro? All right, so let's get into it. Game Awards.
It's Jeff Keighley, and the Game Awards season is officially here.
Hey, yo, Jeff, man. You got a lot of different colors going on here. It works. Well, not really, but you know what? I'm gonna just let you ride, Jeff. My bad.
Leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th.
December 11th, Thursday? Okay.
Welcome to our 2025 Global Nomination.
Why you can't do your show? Why you can't do your show on Fridays, man? That means I got December 11th, whenever you're gonna start this goddamn show, because you're gonna start at Pacific time, so it's gonna be 3 hours, you know, back from when you're gonna actually start the show over here. So you're probably gonna start the joint like at 8, which is gonna be like 5 your time, and this show gonna end like 12, and I got working the next day. You couldn't do it on a Friday, Jeff?
Announcement special. Every year we come together as a community to celebrate and of course debate the absolute best.
He said, of course, debate. Yo, Jeff Keighley, he looking younger. You know what I'm saying? Jeff looking good, man. Jeff's looking good, man. Yo, he taking care of himself, man. His skin is glowing. His hair, his hearing. You know what I mean? His smile is smiling. He taking care of himself. I think but Death Stranding 2 is gonna win Game of the Year. He cheesing. He look happy. He's like, oh yeah, Death Stranding got this in the bag. Death Stranding got this in the bag. That's how Jeff Keighley looking right now. Death Stranding got this in the bag.
Video games. And of course, also get a look at what's next from our industry's most talented creators. This year, there have been so many incredible games created and updated, but only a handful have the honor of being selected as nominees for the Game Awards by our global voting jury. Who's in the running? Well, you're about to find out as we reveal this year's nominees across all the categories, and you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category.
All right, we're getting to the first category, Best Performance. Okay. All right, Jeff, give it to me. Pause.
For best performance.
Yo, do I got to turn this up? Let me turn this up. Y'all hear Jeff Keighley loud and clear?
The nominees are Ben Starr for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Good one, good one.
Charlie Cox for Claire Obscure Expedition
good one,
33.
good one.
Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yotei.
Excellent one, excellent
Deborah
one.
English for Claire Obscure
Good one,
Expedition
good one.
33. Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill
Kato.
F. And Troy Baker for Indiana Jones. And the Great Circle.
Okay. Man. Best performance. This is my opinion when it comes to the best performance and the nominees. It's like, as much as I love Claire Obscure Expedition 33, they didn't need to take up 3 nominations within this category. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great game, and I feel like the everyone is well deserving of these nominations, but there's so many different games that came out, you know what I mean, that had great performances that you could have probably put in there. You know what I mean? Like, I remember Rebirth was in this one as well. Rebirth had like 2 people in there. You could have put everybody in there, you know? But let's talk about the actual nominations. Congratulations to everyone. Like I said, it's well deserving. off it, because I think all these performances were stellar. The only one I can't really speak on is Silent Hill F with Konatsu Kato. I can't speak on that because I didn't play the game. I did watch Stone play it. You know, it felt she was all right. She felt like she did good. But Ben Starr's Verso, excellent. Charlie Cox, excellent. Erica Kishi, excellent. Jennifer English, excellent. Troy Baker as Indiana Jones, excellent. But my pick, my vote. This is tough, man. This is tough. I'm surprised that nobody from Death Stranding is up here too. You know what I mean? For oh yeah, South of Midnight. That's another one too that should be up there too. My pick is going to be Erica Kishi. I felt like Atsu as a character, she nailed it. All the emotions, I loved it. My second runner up would be Jennifer English. I think Mael, she did an amazing job as Mael there. But let's say I wouldn't pick anybody from Expedition. I do think that Troy Baker deserves it as well. Oh, Ishii. I say Kishi, Ishii. I do think that Troy Baker can deserve this performance as well, because this man really captured Indiana Jones or Harrison Ford. And like the beginning of that game, listening to it, I'm like, damn, is this Harrison Ford for real? This is really Troy Baker doing this? Like, it sounds really, really good. It just shows the range of Troy Baker. You know what I mean? That he can go from Joel, he can go from the Joker, he could go from the Joker to Indiana Jones. You know what I mean? He could do voices in anime. I don't know what other voice acting Erica Kishi has done. Like, as far as my personal pick, I pick her. But as far as like who I think is going to win this, probably going to be Jennifer English, or it might be Troy Baker. It could be Ben Starr too. It could be anybody from the it could be anybody from Expedition. But if nobody from Expedition wins, it's probably going to be Troy Baker that's going to take this one. But my personal pick is Erica Kishi, or Erica Ishii. I said Ishii. Yo, King, what up, man? All right, so that's the first one that I pick. Did that actually get posted? Oh, it says an error. Oh, no, it said I voted. Okay, cool. I want people to see it. They're going to get upset. All right, next category.
For best ongoing game, the
best
nominees
ongoing game. Okay. Where we at? Am I blind? All right, let's take this slow. Games Impact. Oh, best ongoing right here. Okay, I'm not blind. I'm blind a little bit.
Final Fantasy 14.
Ooh, Final. Okay, Fortnite.
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers. Okay.
Marvel Rivals.
Ooh.
And No Man's Sky.
Okay. Who y'all voted for, chat? Who y'all voted for? Be honest. Who y'all voted for? Yo. I have a lot of personal thoughts on this one. Because honestly, every game on this list can take this. Final Fantasy 14 has been doing a stellar job. Ongoing MMO. Fortnite. You already know what Fortnite been doing. I personally think, honestly, objectively, I think Fortnite probably gonna take it. Because I think they probably took it last year or something. I don't know. Helldivers, they've been doing a wonderful job as well with their expansions and DLCs and whatnot, and added new weapons and new situations and new scenarios to the game. Marvel Rivals, 1 year out. Happy 1 year anniversary to Marvel Rivals. And they've been doing a stellar. Yo, they just dropped one of my favorite characters. I got pretty much majority of my favorite characters in Marvel Rivals. Spider-Man, Thor, Gambit, Daredevil, Wolverine is all in Marvel Rivals. Playable within a year. And then No Man's Sky. You already know No Man's Sky is a game that continues to just like, here's a free update. Live in this world, enjoy it. So my personal pick, as far as the game that I'm putting majority of the hours in and been loving it, and I love the hell what they did with Gambit. The fact that Gambit is a strategist and how cool of a strategist he is, how fun and engaging of gameplay that he does, or he is, how dynamic he can be in battle. Marvel Rivals got my vote, man. Marvel Rivals is my pick for best ongoing game, and happy anniversary, Marvel Rivals. But to be honest with you, any one of these games, could take it. Any one of these games. I wouldn't even be upset if anyone took that one.
For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are
Best Mobile Game.
Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Masume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves.
Okay. Best Mobile Game. Where you at? I'll make this one quick because I haven't played any of these games. I'm going to vote for side games. I'm gonna go for side games with Umamu Masu, Pretty Derby. I'm biased. Side games. Hey, we don't skip. We don't skip, we vote. We don't skip, we vote. Come on, Killer Cam. I don't want to hear that. We don't skip, we vote. Okay? Thank you.
This year's nominees for Best Art Direction
Ooh.
are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Get that Hollow Knight out of there. What was that one? Best art direction? Holy crap. Best art direction. All right, y'all. This is tough. This is tough, y'all. I think Clear Obscure Expedition 33, beautiful. Artistry, painting. Death Stranding 2 on a visual perspective is the best looking game on here. Technicalities, not technicalities, but is it technicalities? Technically, it's the best looking game on here on a technical level. In my personal opinion, the best overall game is Ghost of Yotei. Visually, there's scenes in Ghost of Yotei I'm just like, yo, what the frick? Ghost of Yotei, out of all these games here, is probably the most shared game that you've seen on your Twitter's timeline, because how beautiful the game was looking. Photo mode, picture here. These games got photo mode. I don't think Clear Obscure got photo mode. Hades 2 is also another beautiful game too. But am I going to put Hades 2 on the level of these three? No. You know what I mean? There's other games I feel like they could have put here. But my vote goes to Yotei. What y'all voted on this one for? Which one did y'all pick? I can see any of these three winning it. I can see any of these three winning it. But you never know. The industry, they love these, you know, visual looking type games, the small looking games. But which one do y'all pick? He said Ghost of Yotei has some really beautiful scenes from what I've seen. Most of Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding. Yeah, Death Stranding was being shared a lot too, yeah. Yo, Chuck, I'm biased, I gotta be honest.
For best score in music, leveled up by
this is gonna be tough, y'all. This is gonna be tough.
Spotify. The nominees are Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silk Song, Darren Korb for Hades 2.
Darren Korb, that's my man's. I did an interview with Darren Korb. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find that real quick. Hold up. One of our first interviews was with Daryl Korb from Super Giant Games, or whatever they call it now. I'm gonna see if I can find that interview. Where do I have it? What was the game? I forgot the name of the game. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. It's a game that came out on the PlayStation 4. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it. Bastion. Oh, Pyre. There. That's the game. Hold up. Yeah. There it is. Right here. There it is. Right here. I have it privated. Oh, I gotta unprivate this. Hold up. Make this public. Why do I have this privated? But yeah, this is when we were super early in the game. Super early. When this video was out. Can I go to this video? Yo, y'all don't remember that? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. When a podcast or interview start up and you see this, you know, you know. Either you can have a very straightforward show, or that thing can go left. You know what I'm saying? It could go right, it could go straight forward, or that thing could pop off and go left when you see that sign right here. Let me hear the audio real quick. 1 second, y'all. Let me hear the audio.
What's good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? We are back with another interview. We have a special treat for you guys today. We are interviewing no other than Darren Korb from Super Giant Games. These are the guys that are responsible for creating Bastion and Transition.
Yo, y'all know what I was using to do like these hangouts? I was using the PlayStation Gold headsets. I was using the PlayStation Gold headsets, boy. You know what I mean? Yo, when this interview, 8 years ago, y'all. 365 views. Listen, I'm not new to this, but I'm true to this. Okay? I'm not new to this, but I'm true to this. Shout out to John Niner, man. The one person, man. The one person, man. You know what I mean? We was out here, man. We was out here, man. But all right, here we go.
Lorian Testar for Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yotei, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forcell for Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
Oh, that's a tough one, chat. This is a tough one, not gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie, yo, this is a tough one. I didn't hear Hollow Knight music, so I can't speak on that. But it's very hard for me from playing Hades 2, Clair Obscur, Ghost of Yotei, and Death Stranding. All those musical scores were godlike. Godlike. I will say this though, the one musical score that I listened to outside of the game itself is Expedition 33. As this is tough, man. This is tough, yo. I imagine being on the panel for this one. Sheesh. I'm voting for Expedition because I felt like musically, there was times in this game I was just sitting down, just jamming to the music, man. I was just sitting down. I'm in the camp and I'm at the little musical box thing, and I'm just playing all the songs I collected. I'm just listening to, man. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be Expedition for me. It's gonna be Expedition. That's tough, man. But yo, this is how crazy the year has been. This is how crazy the year has been. Let me just see if these are going up. This is how crazy the year has been, man. Okay, it is going cool. This is how crazy the year has been, man. All great soundtracks. All great soundtracks. Mr. Keeley, let's continue.
The best audio design nominees are Battlefield 6.
All right, let me be serious. Battlefield 6 audio is amazing.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F.
Ooh, okay. Best audio. His website freeze up. Damn it, Jeff, your website. Oh, there we go. Best audio. Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur, 33, Death Stranding on the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Silent Hill F. I'm pretty sure the Silent Hill F audio is probably amazing, to be honest with you. I'm going with Ghost of Yotei in this one. I'm going with Ghost of Yotei with this one, man. Ghost of Yotei, I felt like I heard everything. Every sword, ching, every horse, you know, stampeding or galloping or whatever galloping. What's the word? Galloping? I was about to say galloping. I heard everything, man. The music as Asu play her little shamisen. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei on that one. Tough, man. Yes, this man.
Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation.
Okay.
A Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Deathwatch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn.
Until Dawn made it? I'm actually surprised Until Dawn made it. I thought people didn't really like that movie. I thought it was a fun movie, but as far as like the video game adaptation, I thought it was super off. You know what I mean? The only aspect that it really kept was like Until Dawn. You know? Last of Us Season 2. Ooh. Very rough. I won't say it's terrible, but I was not a super fan of Season 2. I thought Season 2 was worse than Season 1. And I don't know how they able to do that with all the goodness that Part 2 has. But yeah, some of the changes, some of the stuff that they was doing, not a fan. Not a fan. Devil May Cry. Dante is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, and I love the Devil May Cry series. I thought this adaptation was pretty cool. They were going mostly off of like the comic book stuff, but I thought they was going off of the comic book stuff, but they kind of did a lot of original story beats here, where they was including Lady a lot within some of the origins of what Dante was doing. So this is kind of like its own reimagining of storytelling of Dante, but it's not the storytelling of Dante. I felt like they included Lady too much, where they could have did so in the comics they had 2 parts of Devil May Cry. So they had Dante as part 1, and then Virgil part 2, explaining Virgil backstory and all that stuff. And then Lady is the part that we never got. We never got the Lady part, but you know, we kind of got that in part 3, the game. You know what I mean? The lead up to that stuff, we kind of knew from some of the comic book aspects of it, but we didn't even get that full story. I think we didn't get a full story, or was it a Virgil one we didn't get a full story of? I don't really remember. But I don't really remember Lady so much in the comic book back when I was reading it off of a website. I got to look back into that. But there was some origin stuff that they changed that I was just not a fan of for Devil May Cry. Minecraft movie, I didn't even watch that movie yet, so I can't vote on it. Personally, Splinter Cell Death Watch is the best one on this list, in my personal opinion. And that's one is getting my vote. This joint was fire. That first episode throughout, fire. If you ain't watched that Splinter Cell on Netflix yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. A what? Yo, what the hell? What the helly? Yo, Jeff Keighley, you see what you done did? You see what you done did, man? You got my whole goddamn Twitter locked. Y'all can, yo, check out my Twitter real quick. Is it locked? Let me know on Twitter if I'm locked, yo. God damn it, Jeff. You got your whole Game Awards website got my account locked, man. This man. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back now. I had to prove that I was real. Thank you, Jeff. You know what I mean? I lost all my followers, or following. All my following is gone now. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jeff. I appreciate your website. Thank you. Anyways, let's continue. That junk crazy, bro. It says temporarily restricted. That junk crazy, man.
For Best Narrative, the outstanding nominees are
Best Narrative.
Flare Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F.
Ooh, okay. Okay, Best Narrative for me. Best Narrative for me has to be Clear Obscure for me. When I completed Clear Obscure Expedition 33, I legit sat down and was like, yo, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? What would have happened if I chose differently? And it got me right away to like, yo, I gotta play this whole game again. See this whole thing again. See it from a different lens. You know? Because the grieve aspect, you know, dealing with grief is not something new that we've seen in this, you know, medium in games. But the way how they tackled it, how they executed it, how they had it very thought-provoking, how it had you picking and choosing sides, how it had you like thinking about certain things like, damn, I chose this side, but now did I even choose the right side? Well crafted, in my personal opinion. Ghost of Yotei was great as well. I felt like the narrative was great. I love Atsu as a character. It was a revenge story, but I love each beat of the game. You know what I mean? Having to deal with people in the past, meeting up with people in the past, dealing with Atsu's past. I kind of wish they had like some DLC too to go into Atsu's past as far as what she was doing on the mainland and all that. But yeah, narrative wise for Death Stranding, I never really got into it because these are two games I didn't complete, and the other two I ain't played. So my vote is going to be Clay Obscure. Expedition 33. All right, let's move it along.
Best Community Support celebrates game developers who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This year's nominees.
First and foremost, ain't none of them respond to the players. None of them. They respond by patch notes, not personal or direct communication. You know what I mean? Some of these developers, some of these publishers, they be having community managers, and they don't respond to nothing. They don't respond to nothing at all.
Are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
To be honest, what was that? Best community support? I'm just gonna go Helldivers on this one, cause this the matter of fact, no. I think I'm gonna go No Man's Sky, cause I actually see Sean Murray actually responding. Not saying that Helldivers 2 they don't respond, but the community around this game is crazy, bruh. It's crazy. To be honest with you, I would go for Helldivers 2 here, but Sean Murray, I think he deserves some of the love and respect as well.
Your nominees for Games for Impact are...
Oh, Games for Impact.
Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop.
Games for Impact. I'm gonna go South of Midnight on this one. You know what I mean? I was impacted. Okay. The impact will come even greater when it launches on PlayStation 5. Thank you.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, the nominees are Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
What the fuck? In this year, in 2025, these are the 5 games that you had listed for best multiplayer? Where's Marvel Rivals? Huh? Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders, I did have fun with it. Not gonna lie. I need to play it some more. I'm gonna go Battlefield for this one. I felt like, as somebody that normally don't play Battlefield, this is probably the most Battlefield I ever played for the franchise. It's the most Battlefield I ever played. Like I put in like over 100 some hours in this game quickly, and I was like, damn, why am I'm playing Battlefield out here, bruh. It's crazy. But yeah, that's my pick.
Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yo, I think that's OD. That Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is in this section for indie game. Didn't they have a publisher? Wasn't Sandfall their publisher? Oh, here we go. Here's the freeze again. I'm pretty sure my account gonna be locked. Let's see. No, I'm still here. Absolem. I have this game. I just haven't started it yet. Ball and Pit. Ain't this on PlayStation Plus or something? Blueprints was on PlayStation Plus. Hades 2. I'm gonna give it a Hades 2, man. Like, I think Expedition 33 is the best game on here, but it's not an indie game. Sandfall, is Sandfall an indie? Ain't that a publisher? Or one of them is? Didn't they get like a big publisher? Like Supermassive is publishing a game. I'm gonna go Hades 2. I love Expedition though, but I'm gonna go Hades 2. What the hell's going on?
Best Debut Indie Game recognizes a development team that hasn't won a Game Award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Despelote, Dispatch, and Megabonk.
Ooh, Dispatcho? Listen, I've been playing Dispatch, y'all. I've been playing Dispatch. The episodes will be coming. The episodes will be coming. Okay. I'm giving it a Dispatch. I'm giving it yo, listen, y'all. Episode 1 was crazy. Episode 2, 3. Wow. That's where I'm at. I will be uploading them. I just didn't get a chance to upload them yet. But yeah. I'm not surprised to see Expedition 33 in the indie section. Not to say how it looks. And maybe it is an indie. Maybe I'm ignorant to it. But I just always thought that they had like a big publisher that published the game.
For Best VR AR Game, the nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcan Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk.
I'm voting for the one that came to PlayStation VR 2. I'm gonna go Alien. If you ain't come to the PlayStation VR 2, you ain't getting my vote. Even though Midnight Walk was on PlayStation VR 2. But Deadpool, I'm a little salty it's not on there. Arcan Age, I don't think it's on here. And Ghost Town, I don't think it's on there. Fuck out of here. Pure craziness.
For Content Creator of the Year.
Content Creator of the Year?
Pedro, Kai Sanat.
Oh, my man Kai's in there?
Sakura Miko, and The Burnt Peanut.
The Burnt Peanut? What the? Who the? What the? The Burnt Peanut? Hold up, yo. Who the hell is this? This motherfucker, 7 hours of... Don't tell me that the dude is a burnt peanut in here.
Forgot to reform the Excel sheet, so we're doing that tomorrow. Oopsie poopsies, oopsie poopsies. Nobody's won yet. Nobody has won the giveaways. You.
Yeah, that's what y'all watching. That yo, Bats, you watching that? Oh my God, yo, Bat, I know you high watching that. I know you high. You smoked a few spliffs watching that shit. I can't listen. Bronx excellence. New York stand up. You see my guy? You see what my guy did for Elden Ring, all them Souls games. People was talking about Bloodborne again because my guy was playing these games. My guy showed you his struggles, his accomplishments, all throughout a marathon stream. My guy fought Melania all by himself. Bronx excellence. You heard what I'm saying? BX Executor. You understand what I'm saying? New York stand up was so NY like the boys that made PlayStation. You already know. Shout out to my guy Kai, man. Out here. Bronx excellence. You heard? Anybody not voting for Kai Cenat on this content creator of the year? I need to see your medical records. I need to do a thorough checkup on you because something ain't right in the head. Something ain't right in the head. If y'all voting for the burnt peanut, huh? Pure craziness.
Part of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next. And don't worry, we'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles. 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6,
Ooh, this the one. This the one.
Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4.
Ooh, y'all see that lineup? Jesus. Look at this. My God. 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. We already know who's going to win this, right? Grand Theft Auto is going to win it. But for my personal anticipation list, one of my favorite developers, Insomniac Games, is going to be Wolverine. But I already know that Grand Theft Auto is going to win. It might be Grand Theft Auto. Matter of fact, it ain't even going to be a might be. It's going to be Grand Theft Auto. But as far as like, let's say there's a chart on what people voting on from highest to lowest, it would probably be Grand Theft Auto, Marvel Wolverine, Witcher 4, Resident Evil, and First Light. That's probably the order I say, like from the most votes to the least. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
The best action adventure game
just to put my console war jab in there. Yo, Xbox. What? Yo, what happened, man? I thought y'all was gonna have the greatest year ever. Look at the lineup. Fable, Halo, Gears. Ain't none of them anticipated. Xbox tax. Xbox tax is real.
nominees are Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
Split Fiction in the action game. Wait, you guys, there's more action games than that. Oh no, I'm in the wrong category. This is action adventure. Okay. So y'all already know my vote. Y'all already know my you think Witcher 4 is gonna come out in 2026? I don't know. That's a good question. It might not. To be honest with you, it might not. You know, but that you can say the case, you can say that for a lot of them games. You don't know how them could be. Grand Theft Auto 6 get another delay. It already got delayed into the holiday season. Yo, Anonymous, what's good, man? You say, yo, I'm back. Yo, appreciate you coming through, man. Yo, Mr. Flash, what's good, man? My vote here is going to be Ghost of Yotei. I think Ghost of Yotei is the best action adventure game that came out this year. Personally, Ghost of Yotei is my game of the year. But just the nominations, what I can pick from here, Ghost of Yotei. Indiana Jones, personally, I didn't like Indiana Jones action like that. The adventure side was pretty good, but I didn't like the stamina gauge for Indiana Jones. And yeah, when you read the books and you know explore, you can increase that or make it better and all that. But I just didn't like that blocking and punching and all that stuff took all that stuff away from me. It was a little bit too much, you know. I don't think it was necessary for that game to have that. But that's just my personal opinion. Climbing.
Best role-playing game, the jury select.
Okay, here we go. The emotions already ran high. A what? The emotions already ran high. But now we're at peak form. Okay? This peak form? Is this how you do it? We're at peak form now. Okay? This is one category that I felt always gets the short end of the stick, always get disrespected when it comes to these nominations, because the people on the panel that pick these games for these nominations don't play these games. I didn't look into the nominations for the best role-playing game. I think I did see it on Twitter and I retweeted it and I was like, all right, you know what, I'll save it for the show. But let's see what they picked here for the nominees for the best RPGs.
Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2.
That's actually not bad. That's actually not a bad list. I feel like this category needs to have more nominations. 5 games out of the most, when it comes to like the most games of a category or a genre, RPGs has like the most games in my opinion. There's so many games that are RPGs, from JRPGs, some Western RPGs, some that's RPGs. There's so many of them. And you can only select 5. You know my vote though. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best RPG on this list. Okay. You know what game I'm kind of disappointed that didn't get any nominations, and I feel like it's one of the best games this year? The first Berserker Kazan, bruh. The first Berserker Kazan got no nominations. Yo, I did play Avowed. I got like 30 something hours in Avowed. It's good, but it's not great in my opinion. Yo, but real talk though, shout out to Obsidian for Xbox. Obsidian is out here actually putting Xbox on the map. Obsidian is doing what they're doing. 2 games in the best RPG category from the same studio. That's godlike. That needs to be commended, in my personal opinion. That's high key, like godlike. That's like, okay, you need to, that studio, give them a raise. Yo, Mac, exactly, Mac, man, they got robbed, yo. Not one nomination for Kazan. Crazy.
In the category of best fighting.
Okay, here's another one that be getting disrespected, man. Fighting games. Let's hear what you got nominated here.
Nominees are 2XKO.
I'll save it.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
All right. All right. So I got nothing against 2SKO. Like, really and truly, I like 2SKO. Okay. The only thing I don't like about 2SKO is the rollout of 2SKO. I think the rollout of 2SKO is terrible. You know what I mean? The fact that this game is not on consoles is disappointing as hell. Not saying that it's a crazy issue that played on PC. It's not, but it's just something that I just feel more at home playing this on a console, you know what I mean, than on the PC side of things. You know, I have 2SKO. You know, I've played it. You know, I haven't played it in a while because all I see people do is really complain about that game. And I feel like it's one of those games where people just complain, and you get back into it and everything has changed because they listen to all these complaints. And I feel like the people that they're listening to with this game is only like content creators, like, you know what I mean? Oh, this gotta, the way how they marketed this game or promote this game for this game, who it's supposed to be for everyone, you know, the casual people, all that. It seems like the casual people took a back seat with this game, yo. You know what I mean? Or the casual experience took a back seat. Not saying that it doesn't deserve a nomination, but it's not fully out. It's not a complete release. It's still a beta. It's not a full game that is fully out. But it is a big game that came out, I guess, beta wise. Capcom Fighting Game Collection 2, obviously great collection there. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, great game. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, I'm not even gonna say nothing there. I'll say that for a plus on block. And Virtual Fighter Revo World Stage, I think it's like the remaster. A remaster of an old game is on the nomination, which is the two collections as well. In my personal vote is City of the Wolves. I think City of the Wolves is the best new fighting game to come out this year. I feel like they had the best rollout. They had the best package. The DLC characters are coming out. They're not teasing nobody. One thing I agree with Plus on Block is that they'd be saying, it was like, yo, we know every character, the window of when it's coming out for this game. And guess what? When you buy the game, all the characters of the DLC are free. You know what I mean? The game system mechanics is fire. You know, with the rev system and all that, and the SPG, you know, I think the game is fun. You know, the game is pretty cool. So out of this list, it's the most complete game, and in my opinion, it's the best game on the list. You know, but I want to know if you know what, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna give the credit to Fatal Fury.
The nominees for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi: Art of Vengeance.
Ooh, this is a tough one, yeah. Best Action Game: Battlefield, Doom: The Dark Ages. I like Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm surprised more people ain't talk about this game. Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden, and Shinobi. My personal opinion, I'm gonna pick Shinobi. I think Shinobi was fire. Man. The combat, the level up system, the skills that you earn throughout the level, the parkour or the platforming, fire, all fire for Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. You know, Hades, I feel like Hades should get it as well. Hades is fun. And Doom: The Dark Ages, I'm happy it did get a nomination, to be honest with you. All right, Jeff, what you got for me?
Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation and accessibility are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
Oh, accessibility. You talking about easy modes. That's what people use it for, ain't it? The easy modes. Yo, this website is kind of trash. It keeps freezing up. From what I remember, I don't really remember South of Midnight accessibility like that. But from what I remember and what people talking about with Doom: The Dark Ages, one of the craziest things I saw in Doom: The Dark Ages that you had the option to pick hard difficulty, but have turned these sliders down so you don't get no damage or you do increased damage and all that stuff. So the hard difficulty turned easy. That's what people call accessibility, to make these shits easier, these games easier. In my personal opinion, if you ain't even beat this game, I don't know what to tell you. But that's the only one I can really think of when it comes to accessibility and like tuning of the game. I don't really remember anything else from everybody else, so I'm gonna vote for Doom: The Dark Ages. Ninja Gaiden 4, however, is the best action game this year. Oh, y'all like Ninja Gaiden 4? I didn't play it. I didn't play it yet. But Shinobi, I played that. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, I played that. That game was fun. Hard as hell. Ninja, if you want to get like a braggable platinum, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, that's something that you can brag about. That game right there, if anybody got that plat or anybody beat that game, just be like, yo, you the man. You the man. That's a difficult game right there.
Next up, Best Family Game.
Oh, Best Family Game. They're gonna have Best Family Game, but single player. Well, look what I tell you. Look what I tell you.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction.
Ooh, okay. All great games here. All great games here. But for me, I'm gonna go with Mario Kart World for Best Family Game, because it's the actual game I actually play with my family, you know? So I'm gonna go with Mario Kart World on that one.
The Best Sim Strategy Game nominees are
Sim Strategy,
Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics,
Let's go!
Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum.
Look at this, bro. They got 6 games for this nominations, but 5 for the RPGs. Crazy. Listen, I'm working on the platinum right now for this game, and it is my pick. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, Best Strategy RPG, or whatever they call this category. What do they call this? Best Sim Strategy. It's my pick.
These games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game.
Uh-oh.
EA Sports FC 26.
We don't care.
F1 25.
We don't care.
Mario Kart World.
Okay, we care.
And Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Ooh, damn. They putting Sonic and Mario against each other? I'm gonna give it to Mario Kart here, man. I didn't play the Sonic one. I heard the Sonic one was good though, but I ain't play it. Yo, Stranded, what's good, bruh? I ain't play it though.
Now the nominees in our 3 esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2,
Boom.
Dota 2,
Boom.
League of Legends,
Boom.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang,
Boom.
and Valorant.
Yeah, we don't care about those.
Nominees for Best Esports Athlete are Brock, Chovy, Forsaken, Kakaru, Mena RD,
Oh, Kakaru?
and Zywoo.
Oh, hold up. Mena and Kakaru is in here. Best esports athlete. Wow. Yo, it's sad that what happened to Kakaru. He actually retired from, you know, competing in Street Fighter because he had like some health issues. But Mena been on the road, man. Mena is a great dude on the community. But personally, just due to what happened to Kakaru, he was on a great run. I forgot what tournament it was, but he was on a great run, and then he had to step down from the tournament due to like health issues. I forgot what he was what he was diagnosed with or what happened to him. But just out of that, man, and he's like one of the best players in the world, especially when it comes to Street Fighter. I'm gonna go over Kakaru, man. Respect to Kakaru. As much as I love Mena, I feel like Kakaru deserves this one. He deserves this one. So I'm gonna go Kakaru.
And for best esports team, our special esports committee nominated
Esports team.
teams.
Yo, Mena did put that Blanca on the map for Street Fighter 6. I ain't gonna hold you. To be honest with you, Mena play a lot of characters.
Gen G League of Legends,
Who?
NRG, Valorant,
Who?
Team Falcons,
Who?
Dota 2, Team Liquid PH,
Who?
Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Team Vitality, Counter.
Hey, yo, get these nerds off my screen.
Strike 2. Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go. First, Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Normally, who wins? Well, you know what? I can't say that anymore because people that win the game direction, they didn't win the game of the year. So
the nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Oh,
Death Stranding 2 on the
oh
Beach,
my God.
Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
My whole thing, which is so weird, is that how can you be in the best game direction, but not be in the best game of the year? You know what I mean? But I think all of these games are in the game of the year. Man, this is tough. Personally, like I said, my favorite game of this year is Ghost of Yotei. But I did love the game direction of Expedition 33. So best game direction, I'm going to go for Expedition 33. Claire Obscure. You know what I mean? To give them that nod. I'm going to give them the nod with Expedition 33. Okay? Because the game direction, story, visuals, combat system, battle mechanics, system mechanics, voice acting, all stellar. All stellar. And in a genre that I love. Oh, y'all went Death Stranding 2? The Ghost definitely gonna get snubbed. Oh, wait. Yeah, my pick gonna be Ghost. Ghost of Yotei not in the game of the year. Ghost of Yotei not in the game of the year. If Ghost was in the game of the year, I would have gave direction to this. But then Ghost would have got game of the year for me. Sorry, Expedition. I apologize.
And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year.
GOTY, he listened to J-Dub. Yo, J-Dub, yo, Jeff Keighley, listen to you, bruh. Ain't nobody used this word GOTY other than J-Dub. He's the only person I've known to use that word GOTY.
And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across all creative and technical fields. For this year's awards, our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees for Game of the Year. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach from Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza from Nintendo. Hades 2 from Supergiant Games. Hollow Knight Silksong from Team Cherry. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios.
Yo, so Hollow Knight 2 robbed Ghost of Yotei. fuck out of here. All right, game of the year, y'all. Before I pick mine, y'all should know my pick. What y'all picked? You said Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33. Is anybody in the chat picking like Donkey Kong, Hades 2, or Hollow Knight, or heck, even Kingdom Come Deliverance? Anybody in the chat picking those all games? Death Stranding 2. He said the list lame as fuck. I don't think the list is lame. I think these are all stellar games. There's only 2 games I haven't played. I didn't play Silksong. I didn't play Kingdom Come Deliverance. My pick is going to be Expedition 33. You know what I mean? I felt like if Ghost of Yotei ain't come out, this is my game of the year, 100%. Can we click on this? Let me see what this is. Oh, okay. Download a card. Download vote card. Let me see. My vote card ain't got downloaded, y'all. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's my vote card right there. Download it. So I'm gonna share my vote card. You know what I mean? But yeah, these are my picks for the Game Awards. I know a lot of y'all have different picks or whatnot, but yo, it's gonna be a fun show. I think it's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be a very emotional one. It's gonna be a very emotional one. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, hearing and seeing a lot of people's opinion as far as like how they feel about who's winning and the nominations. But I am very, very excited to see what Jeff Keighley got cooked up for the Game Awards as far as, you know, the world premieres and things like that. Hopefully we can see some more updates of 2026 games and some new stuff that's coming out that we haven't seen before. You know what I mean? My hope always is going to be PlayStation shows up at the show. If they don't show up at the show, it might be a dud. It might be a dud. Well, all right, Jeff, let me see what you got to finish up your statement, and then we'll close up the show, y'all.
There you have it, your nominees for Game of the Year. And now that those are official, you can anticipate Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra playing their themes as part of our musical salute to the nominees.
Yo, they got the exhibition people being the orchestra
Live on December 11th. But before that, we need your help to decide which nominees become the winners. Make sure to head to thegameawards.com to cast your ballot. And new this year, download your vote card so you can share your picks on social media. There is still one more category where the nominees have yet to be revealed. Player's Voice, where fans 100%.
Oh yeah, this is where the heat comes.
Select the winner from 30 nominees. We'll announce those nominees on Monday, December 1st, so set a reminder on the website if you want to be alerted. The winners in all categories will be revealed live during TGA when it streams globally on Thursday, December 11th, starting with opening act at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 a.m. GMT at thegameawards.com and live across every major video and social platform out there. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you live on Thursday, December 11th to celebrate the best and see what's next in video games.
Yo, why he got like the movie, you know, the little movie celebration back in the 90s? He got that going on. But yeah, the Game Awards, December 11th. is going to be streaming on here. I might go do a live reaction. We'll see. I think Stone says she's going to be doing a live reaction. I don't know if I would join hers though, if she want me to join hers. But if that's not the case, I would do a live reaction of the show. I'm getting ready to get copywritten and the video blocked as I edit out some of the music. The typical stuff that happens for the game awards every year. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm always excited for these shows, man. I think Jeff Keighley does a great job, or he has been doing a great job, amping everybody up, or the production level of the show. The only issue I have is that it could be a little bit too long, where we end in close to midnight around here. But, West Coast people, they don't care about people time over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is pretty much the show for y'all, man. I do appreciate everyone coming through, hitting the like button, sharing the stream out if you did. And yeah, if you did enjoy this episode of the JayBari Show, hit the like button if you can. It doesn't cost you a thing. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing as well. You know what I mean? I do appreciate that. As far as some of the content that I'm going to be having up, I'm going to be having some Marvel Rivals matches coming very soon. I do have episode 2 and 3 played for Dispatch. That I'll be uploading that as well. I didn't get to upload it this past Monday, but I will be uploading it soon. And yeah, and probably other little opinion pieces. I still have to do my freaking Ghost of Yotei review. I haven't even done any audio for it. Only thing I've done is have the gameplay mixed up. But I haven't done actual talk about the game with Ghost of Yotei, which is kind of crazy for me. I've been slacking. But I appreciate y'all sticking with your boy, man. If I don't get to see y'all or say anything to y'all, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know next week is Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family, your friends, your loved ones and all that stuff. Eat good, sleep well, play some games, go outside, and most importantly, stay safe out there in these dangerous streets out here in America. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. The JayBari Show, episode 35 is now in the books, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. I'm gone. Yo, also, thank you everyone. There's some people that actually bought some merch on the merch store. So I do have a new merch website. The Fourth Wall is doing it now instead of Teesprings. And yeah, I got a notification that a few people have put some orders in for the shirts, man. Definitely give your opinions, leave your feedback on the actual shirts, to see if I can improve on those things or things that you probably like or ideas. I definitely want them to be good. But I think the Fourth Wall, they do make great quality from my understanding. And I have a batch myself that's coming in that I ordered. So, I definitely test it out and see what's good with that. But yeah, y'all, thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the memberships. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm gone. Deuces.